Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. This video, I'm going to go over the NBA games for Saturday, April 17th, 2021. I'm going to show you both sides of each game, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you'll have to join my Patreon where my picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's get into today's games. Jazz versus the Lakers. Early afternoon. Pistons, Wizards, Cavs, Bulls, Warriors, Celtics, Grizzlies, Bucks, Spurs, and the Suns to close it out. Date numerology on this side, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. Game numbers on this side, away team up top, head to head in the middle, home team at the bottom. So first game, we got the Lakers and the Jazz. Lakers out the gate, they could get their 35th win for the season against the Jazz on a day with 35 date numerology. Actually, no, on the 35th day of the Hebrew religious, excuse me. I think Lakers would probably be the underdog in this one. And I don't know. I like the 35, but I don't know. It's tough to say. It is the Jazz. They're going to be playing back-to-back games. Jazz and Lakers, they play again on Monday. So they're going to finish out their 3-game series over the next 2 days. Jazz comes into the series with 42 wins. Today has 42 date numerology. Monday has 44. So I guess it's like if we look at Monday, I mean, what would make sense for Jazz to sweep the Lakers outright 3-0, like 30 all the way through. The number 30 sums to 37, and it would be the 37th day of the Hebrew. I believe 30 sums to 37, yeah, and 35. If Lakers lost 23, would it be set them up to get their 35th or their 24th loss here? Like, what would show that? 109, the 29th prime. I don't know. Lakers coach, he could get his 42nd loss regular season as a coach for Lakers on a day with 42 date numerology. Lakers could get their 17th home win, 17 date numerology on the Gregorian, 17th of April. But Jazz, they can get their 17th away win. So either one of these can get that 17. I think Lakers can get this revenge here against the Jazz. You think the Jazz would just take it easy the first game and then beat them up on Monday? I don't know. 15. Why would he get the 15? 211th day on the Hebrew Civil. 211, the 47th prime. 47, the 15th prime. Maybe that would why they would get their 15th against the Lakers. Lakers could get their 111th regular season head-to-head win against Jazz as they even the score 1-1 head-to-head against. But Jazz, they could become 43-14 for a season record with the win. 43 is the 14th prime number. The number 42, Gregorian date numerology, sums to 43. Funny enough, 42 sums to 43. If they get their 43rd here, obviously, in the game on Monday, it would set them up to get their 44th. And then they would sweep 3-0, like 30. 30 sums to 37. 37th day of the Hebrew. Versus Lakers getting their 35th win for the season on the 35th day of the Hebrew. So some stuff to play around with. So just remember that these guys play again on Monday when you're looking at this. Pistons and the Wizards. Pistons, I like this spot. Um, I had Pistons winning yesterday because of this. Yesterday, Pistons could have become 16 and 4. Excuse me, not 16 and 4, but 1640, like 16-4 on the 16th day of April, 16/4. But I noticed that they played today, and I was like, well, they could win and then get their loss today and become 17-4 on the 17th day of April, like 174. And so that's what I was thinking. Maybe we got 1740, 17th day of April, 17-4, 740. 17 date numerology on the Gregorian, 17 sums to 134. Wizards could get their 134th regular season head-to-head win against Pistons as they sit on 17 wins for the season. Wizards would get their 23rd win for the season as they sit on 163 all-time head-to-head losses against Pistons. The number 23 sums to 163. 23, 163, which is the 38th prime. Also sums to 134. They get their 134th regular. But 62 date numerology sums to 38. 42 date numerology sums to 38. 163, the 38th prime. The thing that would go against the Wizards would be them getting their 17th home loss. It could just go that way. Maybe Pistons are going to be on a hot streak here. The thing that would get me here with the Pistons, and it's compelling a little, if I remember correctly, 823. I think it's the 143rd. Oops, that's 843. 823, dummy. 143, there we go. Yeah, so 18 sums to 143. 823 is the 143rd prime number. And if Pistons were to win this game, they would get their 18th win for the season as they become 823 on the road. 823, the 143rd prime number. The number 18 sums to 143. So that would be interesting. Both of these teams played yesterday. So it just depends on who is less tired, maybe. I don't know. Wizards can get their 12th home win as they become 2-1 head-to-head against Pistons. Pistons would be 1-2, like 12. But yeah, it'd be that 823 and the 18 for Pistons if they were to win, for sure. And then you have this 163-23 for the Wizards, 1740. And you have this 17 a loss against the Wizards. Cavs and the Bulls. Bulls, they can get their 149th all-time head-to-head win against the Cavs, the 35th prime number, 35th day of the Hebrew Religious. Cavs, though, they come into this game sitting on 35 losses, where they can sit with a win. So that's complicated, right? Gregorian, 107th day of the Gregorian year. Cavs could get their 107th all-time. So we have a bit of a calendar battle. Is it the Hebrew or is it the Gregorian? But you have a little bit of the Hebrew here, and you have a little bit of the Gregorian here. Cavs could get their 21st win for the season. 21 sums to 42. 42 date numerology on the Gregorian. 26 date 26 date numerology. I can't even talk. 42 and 26 date numerology. Cavs coach, he can get his 26th win regular season as a coach for Cavs. But you got to be careful because he can get his 42nd loss as a coach for Cavs. It really goes both ways. Cavs, they could sit on 20 wins for the season with the loss as they get their 20th road loss for the season. And instead of Cavs getting their 107th all-time, the number 20 sums to 107. And so they can just sit on 20 wins as they get their 20th road loss on the 107th day. 20 sums to 107. And then maybe Bulls get that 149, the 35th prime. But Bulls, they're on a 5-game losing streak. They could get their 6th loss in a row. The number 6. Number 6 sums to 52. And it is the 5th day of the 2nd month on the Hebrew religious, like 52. Cavs, here's another 20. Cavs could up the series 2-0, like 20. Or Bulls can get their 11th home win as they even the score 1-1 head-to-head against Cavs, like an 11. Bulls, 29th home game, the 10th prime. They could just sit on 10 wins. 29th away game. Cavs can get their 10th away win. 29 the 10th prime. You can just play around with this stuff. Find all kinds of different scenarios. 121st regular season head-to-head. Looks like a 2-2-1, 2-1, like a 21. Could go with the Cavs getting their 21st win. 23-33, 22-34. I kind of like the 2020 vision with the 42. Kind of not really. Only because I know Bulls haven't been really doing so good. So maybe they would just keep going with that. 34. I think 34 sums to 56. Yeah, 34 sums to 56. And Bulls could get their 34th loss in their 56th game. There's potential there. Warriors and the Celtics. We got a revenge spot potentially for the Warriors. It's the last head-to-head matchup between these two. Celtics can get their 11th home loss as Warriors even the score 1-1 head-to-head against for the season, getting their revenge like an 11. Number 11, if you spell it out, it's almost a 27. And Celtics would get their 27th loss for the season to go with. Is Celtics, I wonder if their next home game, or their next game is a home game. Let's see this. This could be a potential loss narrative if it is. So their next home game, yeah, so their next game is their home game. The reason why I just thought of that is their next game is their 58th game. And if they lose this particular home game going into their next home game, they'd be 17-11 at home. 17-11 is the 58th triangular number if it ever loads. Well, 1711 is the 58th triangular number. Did I lose the internet? No. Okay. 1711. 58 triangular. So Celtics, if they lose this game, they would be going into their 58th game of the season, 17-11 for a home record, like with the 58 triangular number. So, but at the same time, 26 date numerology on the Gregorian, 62 date numerology, reflections of each other. They could just sit on 26 losses with a win. And it is a day leaving 349 left on the Hebrew religious. Celtics coach looking for his 349th regular season win. There's that there too. 367th all-time head-to-head matchup. 367 is the 73rd prime number. The number 18 sums to 73. Celtics would get their 18th home win. Warriors come in with 18 losses on the road, though, so they can sit on that number with a win. 167. I don't see anything with the 167. The 39th prime. If Celtics sit on 26 losses, the number 26 sums to 48. And they would also get their 223rd all-time head-to-head win against the Warriors, the 48th prime number. Yeah, so it's either the revenge spot, 27, 17-11, 1-1-11, or, it's the 26, the 233, the 349. I mean, Warriors, they get their 29th win or loss either way, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Nothing's standing out too much with their coach. Unless I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, just put in the comments below. Let me know. Let's keep it going. Grizzlies, Bucks. Grizzlies, Bucks. Grizzlies can do the same thing. Their coach, he can get his 349th win for his career. Maybe I should double check that to see if I got it right. 349 left. Bucks come into this game with 35 wins. I mean, what if the Bucks sat on 35 wins as their coach gets his 349th? 35th day, leaving 349 left. That'd be crazy. Crazy. What about Ja Morant go on a crazy run? Is he on the Grizzlies? I think so. I don't even know. 55th game for the Grizzlies, the 10th triangular. They can sit on 10 road losses with the win. It's their 26th away game today with 26 date numerology on the Gregorian. They can sit on 26 losses with the win. But the Bucks, they can go ahead and sweep the Grizzlies for the season, like 2-0, like 20, as they sit on 20 losses with the win. The number 20 sums to 26, and Bucks would get their 26th all-time head-to-head win against the Grizzlies. It's the 211th day of the Hebrew Civil, a day with 151 date numerology. Bucks coach comes in with playing his 211th game as a coach for the Bucks, coming in with 151 wins. He could get his 152nd win as the Bucks get their 36th win for the season. 36 sums to 152. So that will line up with them. So there's some 26s for both sides. And they can get that 349 just like Celtics can get that 349. Yeah. It's kind of bugging me. I wonder if it's correct. Basketball. Grizzlies. Coach. Jean. It's not. I knew it. 127th. Wait, 29. So they just won today, so it'll be 28-26. They can go 29-26 or 27-27. So 127, this would be his 128th. 128th. That'd be 62-65. So 63. 65. Or 61. Or excuse me, 62-66. Because they won today. So they're 28-26, he's 62-65, so it can be 63-65 or 62-65. Okay, I didn't think that was correct. I was like, what? How can they be the same? So I must not have updated it when I was doing it. Let me know if you see any other mistakes that I've made. I do that sometimes when I'm just putting these together, because I'm just copy and pasting it together. Sometimes my mind wanders when I'm doing it, and a little bit of dyslexia kicks in and I confuse numbers. I don't know. But maybe this is right. 128. He can sit on 62 wins for his career on a day with 62 date numerology. They played yesterday. Why didn't I? Where's it at? Let's see here. Grizzly. I had it wrong yesterday too. That's funny. No wonder I didn't find any connections for him on his coach. Oh well. That's funny. Yeah, so if you see any other mistakes I've made, definitely let me know. I do that sometimes. It happens. I'm not a computer. I'm just a human. But anyways, so yeah, so these are the numbers. Let's keep it moving. I'll take up too much of the time. Take up way too much time here. Spurs and Suns. Was that the second to last? Yeah. Bucks, Grizzlies. Spurs and Suns. Spurs come in with 26 wins. 26 date numerology on the Gregorian. Suns can get their 101st all-time head-to-head win against the Spurs, the 26 prime number. Suns could get their 41st win for the season in their 56th game. 56 and 41 are dang near identical in 3 of the 4 base ciphers on Gematria. 523, what is that? 523, I think that's the 99th prime. 99th prime. 41, the 13th prime. 13 sums to 99. There's another 24. You know, 23-9. Suns can lose and become 23-9 at home. It's the 5th day of the 2nd month on the Hebrew religious, and 23-9 is the 52nd prime number. And 17 date numerology on the Gregorian. 17 sums to 134. Spurs coach can become 13-04 with the win. 643. I wonder if that's a prime. 117th prime. I guess that would go along with 13. 117.99. 79. 22nd prime. 99. Oh, here's a 99. Oop. Uh-oh. You know, I didn't check their... Darn it. First of three. First of three. All right. Spurs can get their 29th loss, the 10th prime, as Suns become 1-0 head-to-head against the Spurs, like 10. The number 99 sums to 129. That's interesting. 523, the 99th prime. 99 sums to 129. And that's also his 129th game as a coach for the Suns. The only thing I could think of would be 41, the 13th prime. 13 sums to 99. But we also have this 99 right here. Are the Suns going to lose to the Spurs? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe if they sit some people or rest some people, I guess. Maybe it's like a rest spot for them or something. I guess that's what we'd have to look for to see who's playing in the game. 55th. It's the 55th. Maybe this is when the Suns coach gets his 55th loss as a coach for Suns in the Spurs' 55th game. 55, the 10th triangular number. Maybe instead of the 29th prime. In their 55th, they stay on 10 losses for the road, become 1-0 head-to-head against the Suns like 10. As the Suns coach gets his 55th, the 10th triangular. Maybe that's how it goes. I mean, they do have that 23.9, the 50-second prime. There's potential there. It also makes me think of the 1711, the 58 triangular. I didn't even realize 5th day of the 8th month, like 58. Yeah, I'm kind of being spacey right now. Hopefully this helps. Sorry for being all over the place. Sorry for making this video 25 minutes. Holy crap. I might cut some stuff out. All right, thanks, guys.